Alright. What is up, YouTube? HCJ here. Happy November. First the profile of November. We're already halfway through November. Ain't that crazy? Probably gonna be a while since I make a Scratch Checker Deck profile because people are not liking my Scratch Checker Deck profiles. So that's the thing. And um yeah. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I really don't. But it's Sky Striker time. I just wanted to do a quick little thing for Sky Striker. Because I did update the deck for, the month of November. And then once that's over, I guess I'll just wait till March to get the next wave of cards that are supposedly coming to TCG. Because I just did a video on that too. So what's up with Sky Striker? Not really much. Just got a couple new cards, adding a couple new cards, enjoying looking at the deck, and then just probably moving on to other stuff that's going on in my life, which is perfectly fine because I'm getting ready for Digimon with Amethyst Mandala coming out, and then I have some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff to do that I'm basically behind on. It's a long story, but anyway, let's just get through this because I already spent enough time going through these. Oh, and also look at the new lighting, yay! Sorry, no bright sounds and bright lights, but it's a thing. Starting off, monsters, same account. 3 copies of Ray and 1 copy of Rose. And then that's literally it for my monster account. For my spells, it's literally only spells because I do not have any traps in this. I'm still trying to figure out how Ray is working without traps, but okay. 3 copies of Mobilize, Engage, 3 copies of Linkage, 3 copies of Widow Anchor, and then 3 copies of the Luminous Gate. Because, yeah, I finally got my Luminous Gates. Which, yay, funsies. 1 copy of Afterburner, Hornet Drone, Shark Cannon, and Multi-Roll. And then for all the non-Sky Shaking spell cards, because, yeah, that is the thing. Majority of this deck is spells, and then majority of it is separated between Sky Shaker spells and then the spell cards that are used for just the regular, regular spell cards themselves. Triple copies of Forbidden Droplet. I can't wait for the commons because I want to use the commons. Triple copies of Book of Eclipse. 3 copies of Radiant Typhoon Vision. Then 3 copies of Regeki. 3 copies of the Upstart Goblin. 2 copies of Triple Tactics Stress. 1 copy of Triple Tactics Talent. 1 Call by the Grave, and then 1 reinforcement of the army. And that's literally it for all the spell cards, and that's literally the 40 card deck. For the extra deck, it is 3 copies of Shizuku, 3 copies of Kagari, 2 copies of Hayate, 1 Kaina, 1 Zeke, Winnie, Hida, Dirk, Celine, and Access Code Talker, and then I just have my 3 tokens. And that's literally it for the extra deck. And just the deck overall. So 40 cards in the main, 15 in the extra. And I'd rather go through the extra deck first because I give the extra deck as little time as I do. So starting off will be the 3 copies of Shizuku. Shizuku, while she's on the field, for every spell in your graveyard, your opponent's monsters lose 100 attack and defense. This is a really good card for optimal reasons. Because at the end of the turn, she's able to add a Spiker card from your deck to your hand that is not any of the ones that are in your graveyard. This is a really good first turner because in case you don't get any pieces, or while you're trying to shuffle through to get to pieces, you can get those pieces to your hand. Shizuku is a really good, amazing part of this deck, and I don't know how I'm going to fit more monsters into it because I am missing 0 from this deck, as you see, because 0 is very expensive right now. I do want to get a 0, at least 1 0, and probably put her in. I'll probably put her in for maybe a Shizuku, but I'm not too sure how I want my build to be formulating and going forward. But there's at least 1 Shizuku. The next one up is the 3 copies of Kagari, and she is a must-have. I must have 3 Kagari in this deck because I want to reutilize all of my Special spells and stuff with Shizuku's assistance, and I mean Kagari's assistance, because I don't. This is just one of my favorites. in the extra deck when it comes to the Sky Striker. She is totally amazing. I know Zero is equally amazing, and she's really, really good for the deck. But I don't have Shizuku's because they're very expensive right now. So if anyone wants to pop me at least one Shizuku, because I might just get one Shizuku, one Shizuku, if I get 1-0, I think I'll be okay. I'll just have to recycle her continuously so I can get another one. Or maybe in March, she'll be in the structure deck. Or I'm sorry, the modern decks, and there'll be a copy of her that I can use. Next is Hayate, who's good for the direct damage. Well, basically these three lineups are where most decks go. You use Hayate to swing directly, dump cards in your graveyard. Our girl Kagari picks up those cards from the graveyard, and then helps you utilize them. And Shizuku at the end of the turn allows you to basically go get cards from your deck that are not in the graveyard. This is basically a passable way with one of the many, many, many combos that Sky Striker have. And I do like this combination going from wind into fire into water, which is really cool. Not really much to say about this. Like, this is optimal. I just run the 2, I won the 3, and then I won the 3. From there, I'm only running each of the others, and that is one copy of Kaina, just for the life point game. At the end of the turn, and then the Monster Negation when she comes out, and Zeke for the removal. Zeke is a really good card, but it's just spaced out because you do have a lot of other things in your extra deck that you have to worry about. So you only really run like one of this, and you can't recycle her now because we have Luminous Gate. Each of the wind, the fire, and the dark charmer, just because of hand traps and stuff, you can utilize them against your opponent to then basically go into Celine, who I use to help me link climb into Axis Code Talker so that I can take out things if need be. I know a lot of extra decks are very different from mine. A lot of them are running Typhon as a counteractive to things if things get nasty. Some are running particular other link monster combinations. It's perfectly fine. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. I don't have it, so I'm using what I have and what I'm able to use. I do have a Typhoon. I just don't know where I put it. And I know I have more than one. I think I have more than one. I'm not sure either about that. But I probably do. I just don't know where it is. I don't feel like want to go look for it. So, alright. We're going to move on from there. We're going to talk about the main deck now with the 3 copies of Sky Striker Ace Ray, and then 1 copy of Rose. This is basically your powerhouse for your monster lineup. You run 3 of these because, of course, she's one of your biggest starters. But Rose is also there as an optimal utility card as well. And basically, you swap in and out with these with your extra deck. And you utilize your extra deck as much as possible. The other thing about this is, of course, with Zero and Lumen, a lot of the combinations you can do with linkage into Zero, and then Zero can pop off to go get these 2, and then it's just a whole bunch of crazy shenanigans that occurs with the deck. And we only used to have like 1 Sky Striker main deck monster, and now we have 2. I mean, we have multiples, yes, but do we use them? Not really. We tried, but these are basically where it comes down to. So, that is my Ray and my Rose. Then we're going to go into the massive amount of spell cards that are, of course, filling the extra deck. So, cutting right through it. Draw and search power, engage. Must have S3. Linkage helps you with your link plays, helps you disrupt things from your opponent, get into your monsters to help you disrupt your opponent as well. Gives 1000 attack if you have a light and a dark monster. This is why it combines well with Zero. Then we have, of course, for negation and control, we have the Widow Anchor. I am running 3 Luminous Gates. Why? Because I'm still testing this. Other builds are other builds. So, if I do find a lineup where I like a build of things, I will try it. And I'm trying out 3 Gate. Why? Because, well, 1, this card is new to me. And 3, yes, it's a really good card. And it has a lot of really good utility. But I don't have a lot of things to correspond with my extra deck. Which I guess really shouldn't matter, but it is what it is. So I'm just running 3 of these because I like 3 of them. So yeah, that's look. If the card is good and the card is going to support the deck, I'm going to play it. So that's just how I built these things. Removal of spells and traps thanks to Afterburner, Token Creator, banishing from the grave, and then taking control of the monster if you need it for your link climb, and then protecting your spells and traps. So that is literally all of my spells for the Sky Strikers, and then moving on into the actual spell cards. We got the Forbidden Droplets, quick play spell, so you can mess around with the field, send cards from your hand or field to the grave, so that you can cut your opponent's monsters attacks in half, and then negate monster effects as well. Now you could run, if you can't get these and you're waiting for the structure deck for the TCG release, I guess Dark Ruler No More would be a good opt in, because it's a normal spell, it'll count for your spell count, and you know, all the shenanigans you can do with spell counts. But I do like this card. I just can't wait to get multiples of it so I can run it and put it back in my other decks. Book of Eclipse is really good because this is a link-based deck anyway. So putting your opponent's combo cards face down and not having to worry about them and any issues or combination of any breaks, it just breaks combos. That's literally what this card does. It's a combo breaker and it's a spell card, so that helps out even more with Sky Striker. Because, you know, count on your spells and then utilizing your spells too. Now, another thing in this deck is, well, these Radiant Typhoon Visions, where you can drop your quick play spells, drop 2 cards, drop a quick play spell, which would then count for your spells as well. And, you know, I don't run MST. I should run MST in this deck since it does correspond with Vision. I gotta make room for MST. If you can see, like, my deck has a lot of room space that I have to sit down and actually make some room for. Because I didn't make room for the Radiant Typhoons. So now I gotta make room for MSTs just to run to give additional effects. I may not have to. I'm not advising to, but if you want to, go ahead. Raigeki for monster removal, because why not? I should be running Duster in here as well for Spell and Trap, because this does feel more like it's able to go second really strong. We do have the Upside Goblin as well for more assistant draw power. Triple Tactic Stress to search out for our spells and add them to our hand. One primarily big target is, of course, Triple Tactics Talent, because, of course, this card is either Pot of Greed, Forceful Century, Change of Heart, and Triple Tactics Stress is just really good in a deck like this, because if your opponent starts trying to interact with you on your turn, you can take advantage of it without your Triple Tactics with the Triple Tactics. The thrust, but you also do it with the talents. Sorry if I jump with my words. We do have another engage in the form of Rhoda to help us go search out for Ray or Rose. And then we have Call by the Grave, gives us another standalone thing as well. So that is pretty much it for the deck itself. I get it. It's not what you expected from Sky Striker. That's perfectly fine. Not everybody's build is going to be the same. And God, I don't play sheep when it comes to building my decks as well. That's why I said I do want to focus more on building a more updated variation of this, just so that I can have everything together. But right now at this moment, I think everything looks pretty legit and fine. But once I do get 0, I only need 1. I might need 2. I'm not sure. Like I said, she's pretty expensive right now because of all the wins that Sky Strikers are, well, all the tops the Sky Strikers have been having. So they're really going up. So unless March confirms that that not only this modern deck trio is coming out, but we also get some more attachments and some more updates, and then they do make a reprint of 0, it's going to be a minute since till 0 appears with multiples. But hey, I'm having fun with it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps out tremendously. Hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload more content, and my socials are in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and HPJ signing out. Take care.